Yes, guys, we are live. We are live. We are live. We are live, and we are getting started. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the digital marketing webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. You are welcome. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. My name is Lex Olobo, and I'm super, super excited to have you here. You are welcome. You're welcome to the digital marketing webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. So let's just go to WhatsApp and let them know that we are live. Just go to the WhatsApp group and drop a message that we are live. We are live. We are live, and we are getting started. So just go to the WhatsApp group and drop it. We are live. So all the WhatsApp group you joined from, just drop it there that we are live. We are live. We are live, and we are getting started. So that other people can join us and we can get started. All right. Thank you very much. Subi Foods, God day. Thank you very much. Everybody drop in. We are live in the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much. Ha. Thank you very much. Eddie, thank you very much. Wisdom, thank you very much. Just drop it in the WhatsApp group. We are live. We are live. We are live, and we are getting started. This is the social media management webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. And I'm super excited to have you here. And we're going to be learning a lot of amazing things, right? Exciting things that this is not going to be a waste of your time. Every single minute you're going to spend on this webinar is going to be worthwhile, right? So let's drop into WhatsApp that we are live so that other people can join us and we can get started. All right, we are live, and we're getting started. All right. All right, we are live. We are live. Okay, thank you very much. Promise. Danson Livestock. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Eddie. Nice, 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 nice. Thank you. Everyone dropping it. We are live, and we're getting started. Okay, so we're going to get started right about now. We're going to get started. But before we get started, right, I want to quickly know my audience, right? So I want us to do a quick introduction. I want us to do just a quick introduction. So let me know your name, your city, and the country you are joining from, right? Drop it in the comment section. Your name, the city, and the country you are joining from. My name is Lex Olowo, and I'm joining here from Lagos, Nigeria, right? My name is Lex Olowo, and I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria. So you drop in the comment section your name, the city, and the country you're joining from. Rep your city, right? So your name, the city, and the country you're joining. All right, amazing. Goodness, we have Goodness from Lagos, Nigeria. We have Samuel joining from Ibadan, Nigeria. We have Kingsley. Kingsley is joining from Lagos, Nigeria. We have Moses. Moses is joining us from Lagos, Nigeria. We have Silas from Yaoundé, Cameroon, right? We have Astila from joining from Uyo, Nigeria. We have Oyindamola. Oyindamola is joining from Ibadan, Nigeria. We have let's go. A lot of amazing people. Mayowa from Ogun State, David from Ibadan in Nigeria. We have Joel. Joel is joining from Accra, Ghana. We have Odion. Odion is joining from where? Odion is joining from, let me see. Okay, from Lagos, Nigeria. So we have so many amazing people joining us from all over the place. All right, welcome. Shehu is joining from Gombe State, Nigeria. Tony from Calabar, Nigeria. We have Edwin is joining from Lagos, Nigeria. We have Rukaya is joining from Abuja. We have Peter joining from Ogun State. Okay, welcome. Chisom is joining us from Lagos. All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. We have Ibe. Ibe is joining us from Lagos. All right, welcome, 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 welcome. This is the digital marketing webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy, and I'm super excited to have you. Okay, Mark Bismarck from Tema in Ghana. Okay, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. That's amazing. All right, all right. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so just go to the comment section and let us know where you are joining from. If you're just joining us, this is the social media management webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy, and I'm super excited to have you. My name is Lex Olowo, and what we are doing right now, we're just doing a quick introduction. So be a part of it. Go to the comment section and let us know your name, the city, and the country you're joining from. All right, we have done Kumas from Cameroon. We have Ifi from Lagos. All right. We have, okay, amazing people, amazing people. So just comment where you are joining from. Okay, Bumi from Lagos. All right. Welcome, 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 welcome. You are welcome. You're welcome, everyone. And this is the social media management webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. And we are super, super, super excited to have you here tonight. All right. It's going to be an exciting night. It's going to be an exciting night. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. So many amazing stuff is going to be happening tonight. All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm super excited to see all of the people joining from all over the place. It's indeed an amazing one. We have Jane. Jane is joining us from Ogun State. All right. We have Sam. Sam is joining us from where? Sam is joining us from Abuja. All right. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And we are super, super excited to have you here. All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right. So we're going to go into it. I think we have gotten to know a lot of people on the call right now. We have Joyce from Ondo State. We have Ali from Ghana. All right. So a lot of people joining from all over the place. You are welcome. And this is the social media management webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. And I'm super, super excited to have you here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right. So we're going to get started right about now. I'm going to share my screen, have a couple of slides and a couple of practicals I'm going to be showing us tonight, right? So, and this is how we are going to run this webinar tonight. So the webinar is going to be broken down into 3 sections, right? It's going to be broken down into 3 sections. First, we're going to have the conceptual section where I am explaining the concept of social media management, which is what I'm doing now, right? Where I'm going to be explaining the concept of social media management, right? After the conceptual section, we're going to move into the practical section where we're going to be laying our hands on some practical stuff about social media management. And after that, we're going to have a question and answer section. Now, at that practical section, I'm going to be showing you different stuff, right? I'm going to show you different things that you can use to do a whole lot of amazing stuff. I'm going to show you softwares. I'm going to show you tools. I'm going to show you ad accounts that you can explore. And there's a whole lot you're going to be learning today, right? And in the practical section, I'm going to guide you step by step so how you can use many of these things, right? Now, in the question and answer section, it's going to be a section where you can ask me any questions at all, right? As long as it's related to social media management and digital marketing. You can ask me when we get to that point. I will allow you on mute. You would be able to speak and ask all of your questions, all right? So with that being said, I want to know how many of us here are total beginners, right? How many of us here are total beginners? You have never made money online as a social media manager. You have never worked as a social media manager for a company. You are not currently, you are not an influencer. You're not pushing anything right now. Tonight is your first introduction into the exciting world of social media management, right? And you are here fully eager to see everything that we want to do and how it can benefit you, right? If you are in this category, go to the comment section and say, I am a beginner. I am a beginner, right? tonight is your first intro, right? You have never sold a product, you have never managed an account, you don't know how to use many of these softwares and all that, right? And this is your first introduction. Go to the comment section and say, I am a beginner. I am a beginner. Now, the second one, right? The second one is if you currently work as a social media manager, you currently make money as a social media manager, you're currently handling a social media account, you're currently doing one thing or the other in the world of social media management, go to the comments and say SMM, SMM, right? You're currently making money, you're cashing out, right? Go to the comments and say SMM. If you're a total beginner, this is your first introduction, right? Go to the comments and say, I am a beginner. I am a beginner. All right. Let me see how many beginners in the house and how many SMM do we have. All right. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just drop it. I just want to know my audience so that we would know how to navigate tonight's class. All right. So many beginners in the house. So many beginners in the house. So many beginners in the house. All right. Nice, 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 nice. So many beginners in the house. So many. Okay, a couple of SMMs, a couple of SMMs, a couple of SMMs, right? A couple of SMMs. All right, all right, nice, 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 nice. All right, amazing, super exciting to have all of you here. And tonight is going to be a very, very exciting night where we are going to learn a lot. Now, for the two categories of people we have here, the beginners and the SMMs, right? If you are a beginner, what this webinar is going to do for you is going to be an eye-opening section. At some point in this webinar, I'm going to be asking you if this has been eye-opening, if you have learned something new, if you have been able to understand how you too can profit from social media management and all that, right? At some point in this webinar, I'm going to be asking you that, right? So it's going to be an eye-opening section for you. You get to see softwares, you get to see tools, you get to see different things that are possible in the world of social media management. And this is just going to open you up onto how exactly you can become the best in this, how you can profit from what we are talking about tonight, right? You're going to see it in tonight's webinar. And for those of you that you are already working as an expert, what this webinar is going to do for you is that it's going to show you how to scale. So you're currently working as a social media manager. How do you get more results? I'm going to show you tools, softwares, different things you're going to use to get more results and to get more paid, right? How do you increase your number of clients? How do you help your clients get results faster, right? This and many more, even you that you're a pro, is going to be learning in tonight's webinar. All right. So with that being said, and I am ready to kick off right now, right? So just go to the comment and say, let's go, let's go. That's how I know that I have your full attention and you are here with me and there's no network break, no network failure and everything is smooth. All right, just go to the comment section and say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. That's how I know I have your full attention and then we're going to kick it off. All right. Nice, 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 nice. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So guys, welcome. And tonight in this webinar, this webinar has been created to equip you with the essential tools you need to become proficient in social media management, right? From content creation to strategies, to techniques, to softwares, right? We've got you covered and you're going to be learning a whole lot of amazing things, right? So my name is Lex Olowo. I'm a digital marketer, a social media manager, and a growth marketer. I've been doing this for a while and I've sold a lot of physical product. I've sold a lot of digital product. I've helped a lot of companies get clients. And one of the best things I know how to do is to help companies increase visibility on the internet, right? And I think that I'm in a very good position to show you a whole lot of amazing stuff tonight about social media management. I know that I'm in a very good position, not think, right? To show you so many amazing stuff about social media management tonight. All right. So with that being said, let us go into it, right? Now, this webinar is hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. Digital World Tech Academy is a tech institute based in Lagos, Nigeria. And what we do at the Digital World Tech Academy is the fact that we train people on different tech areas. So we cover areas like data analysis, cybersecurity, project management, UI UX, front-end development, cloud computing, and so many more. And it's an institute that started in Nigeria. Now we have extended to the whole of Africa, right? And we have students in Cameroon, Kenya. We have African students in the UK, in the US, in Saudi Arabia, and many other countries are all taking advantage of this amazing scheme that we are doing right now. And what we are doing here is simple. We're trying to make tech skills very, very affordable and accessible to anyone that is willing to learn, right? And that's the goal right now. Now, for everybody that is in this class, this webinar is one of the things we do as one of the ways we use to get people to know about the different tech skills that we have and how you too can take advantage of it. So with that being said, let us go into it as we roll tonight. Okay, so to the topic we are talking about tonight, which is social media management. Now, we're going to start the conversation by saying, who is a social media manager, right? So a social media manager is to help build a company's brand reputation, right? Build the reputation, right? Planning, right? Implementing and managing and monitoring the organization's on social media strategy. Now, the main goal of every social media manager, don't forget this part, right? Is number one, to increase brand awareness, to improve marketing efforts, and to drive engagement with a targeted audience. Every business has a targeted audience, right? And until you understand how you can effectively communicate with that targeted audience, you are not doing anything at all. So it is the job of a social media manager to draft strategies that would help this organization reach out to their targeted audience, right? Now, recently, I was telling some people that as humans, we have so many different habitats. And one of the things we should understand is that as humans, many years, okay, when we were in what's it called now? When we were in secondary school or primary school, when we were in secondary school or primary school, you were taught that animals have different types of habitats, right? You were taught that fishes live in water. You were taught that monkeys stay in the jungle. What's it called? There are some animals that stay where there is snow. There are some that like the desert. There's some animals that survive in the savannah desert and all those kind of stuff, right? How many of us can remember that? But now, what I'm talking to you tonight about is the fact that humans now live on social media, right? The internet is now in the DNA of our day-to-day lives. All right. Okay, somebody's saying my line is breaking. If you can hear me loud and clear, just go to the comment section and say loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, just go to the comments and say loud and clear. All right, let's go. All right, most people can hear me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So as I was saying, right, now, it is people live online. If somebody wants to buy a phone, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go online and check the model. iPhone Infinix 224. What's the model? iPhone 16 Pro Max. What is the camera? What's the camera life? What's the battery? What are people saying about it? And all that, right? People want to buy food now. They order online, right? Somebody is in the office, they order smoothies online, they order food online, right? It is in the core of everything that we do right now. People want to be entertained. They go on TikTok, they go on Instagram, they go on YouTube, right? People want to get news. They go on Twitter. So It is in the DNA of our lives right now. And we cannot say any business that wants to get visibility cannot say that they're going to be doing without any business that wants to get visibility cannot say that they're going to do without social media. So it is a core of everything that we are doing now. And that's why it's so important, right? So now let's go. All right. Now, what are the roles of a social media manager, right? Let's quickly talk about that. Now, everything you see here is what is expected of a social media manager. Now, the first one here is content management. Every organization that has a social media manager expects the social media manager to manage their content. So when we say manage their content, right, look after what is happening on their page across different platforms, right? The second one is content creation, which is also related to content management, right? But content creation at sometimes. Now, the reason why I wrote it here sometimes is because not all organizations want you to create content and manage content at the same time, right? In fact, some very big organizations, all these things you can see on my screen can be one person's job. But if it's in a small organization where you are working as the social media manager, you probably have to do all these things, right, at different times. So content creation, then content management, right, is also expected of a social media manager, right? Another thing that is expected of a social media manager is to perform research, right? Now, there's something we call a discovery call. Now, when we are trying to onboard new clients into social media management. Now, this discovery call gives us the opportunity to know what are the essential needs of our customer, right? What are the essential needs? What kind of people do they want to attract? So it is very, very important that you do research. No matter how, because as a social media manager, especially those of us that do freelance, you can be working for somebody in finance and you're working for another person in beauty, in the beauty niche. So this one is into finance, this one is into beauty, but they are both your clients, right? You must be able to know what to do in managing both of them at different points, right? You must be able to know, where is this my client hoping to make money from? Where is this my client? Who is their targeted audience, right? It's not even enough to know the niche, right? You still need to go down deep in to know the exact kind of people that they need. And that's done with research. Let me give you an example, right? There was one time a client reached out to me to help them. They are into makeup, right? So they reached out to me to help them with their social media platform and revamp it and push it worldwide. Now, if you look at that social media platform, you will say, oh, it's makeup they are into, and you would want to start creating different kinds of content and maybe targeting the whole people that are interested in makeup. But no, because they do makeup, anti-aging makeup solution. They are an anti-aging makeup solution outfit. What do I mean by that? An anti-aging outfit, who is the best target for them? Obviously, if you are creating content that is targeted towards 18 years old, 21-year-old, you are wasting your time. Because nothing concerns a 18-year-old with an anti-aging product. For two reasons. Number one, these anti-aging products, they are expensive. That's number one. Number two, this anti-aging product, they are for a class of people that want to look younger, right? An 18-year-old is not looking for solutions to look 10 years younger. No. So you need to know, okay, which kind of people would this go for? Okay, probably women in the ages of 40. Suggest. Let me see somebody who will suggest. I almost said it already, Sha. Somebody suggest in the comment section. So who is a good fit for that kind of product, right? Who is a good fit for that kind of product? Okay. Thank you very much, Olayinka, right? Women in 40 to 75, right? Women in 40 to 75. 75 might be too long, too old, right? A 75-year-old might not even really be interested in that anymore, right? So we might be looking at 40 to 55 or 60, right? So this can be your core targeted audience, and then you start, right? So you see, okay, nice, nice. Nice. So those can be your core targeted audience, and then you can target them with the product and everything and all that, right? So that's all done by research. Now, when it comes to research, we have different types of research. We have different types of research. We have research, we have competitors research. This is the research we do to know more about our competitors, to target our competitors the right way and all that, right? We call that competitors research. Now, apart from the competitors research, we have another type of research we do, right? We have another type of research we do. We do research for our customers, our targeted audience research, right? To know what the targeted audience need, how they can be settled, and how they can be helped, and all that. So there is actually a whole lot that we can do by, okay. Nice. All right. So let's go to the next one, right? So the next one here we have is collaborate with other team members, right? To collaborate with other team members. So it's also the duty of, it's also the duty of a social media manager to collaborate with other team members. Now you see, in an organization, right, a social media manager, right? So in an organization, a social media manager is basically somebody that connects with the public. They are in direct communication with the public. They know what the audience needs. They know what, so they bring this information back to other team members so that they can help their, what's it called? Their company do better, right? So collaboration is one of the major tasks of a social media manager. Another one is to design and implement social media strategy, right? To design and implement social media strategy, right? To design and implement social media strategy. So it's also very, very important to design and implement social media strategy. And that's one of the core things that they do, the strategy they're going to use. And there are different types of strategy for different types of clients. The next one is to set specific objectives for ROI, return on investment, right? Every company spending money on anything want to be able to calculate what they get back in return, right? And it's also the social media manager's table to do that, especially if they are running ads, if they are creating content and doing a whole lot of marketing efforts for the social media accounts, right? The next one here is to communicate and engage with followers. So the social media manager is at the forefront of communicating with the followers. Now, the sweet thing is that there are softwares we use to make these processes very, very easy. You don't have to stress and start checking all social media accounts and looking for comments, waiting for, no, right? There are softwares we use to make them easy. I'm going to talk about them just in a bit, right? Another one is to suggest and implement new features. Now, if you would agree with me, every time there's also always a new feature on the internet, right? It's a social media manager's job to see what are the new features and how they can implement these new features, right? How they can use them the right way. So another one is to stay updated with industry trends. Stay updated with industry trends, right? So it's the job of a social media manager to actually stay updated with industry trends so that they can get the best result for their company. All right. So with that being said, let us quickly go and look at a whole lot of stuff. I really want to go into the practical section, right? I'm going to be going to the practical section very, very soon. For the benefit of those that are just joining us, I said this webinar is broken down into three major aspects. The conceptual aspect, which is what we're doing right now. Then we're going to go to the practical aspect, and then we're going to go to the question and answer aspect. Now, when we get to the question and answer point, you can ask me any question at all as related to social media management, right? Any question at all. Well, right now, we are still on the conceptual aspects. We're explaining the concept. All right. Now, what we have here is a chart that was done about 3-4 years ago about the different social media platforms that we have. Now, let me quickly tell you something, right? As of today, this is even far, far, far more. As of today, Facebook has over 3 billion active users, over 3.2 billion active users. Instagram has over 1.8 billion active users. On YouTube, every day, more than 3.5 billion videos are being watched worldwide. More than 3.5 billion videos are being watched worldwide, right? And not to talk of TikTok that is at an all-time high right now. And there is a lot of engagement across this platform. Now, what is my point? My point is, humans, we have always known that wherever there is crowd, wherever there is people, we can sell there. That's the reason why when you get to a crowded bus stop, you see people trying to sell product there. That's the reason why if your church is doing a church program, many people come there to sell product and services, right? Because wherever there's traffic, there is crowd. Now, the truth now is there has been a paradigm shift. There has been a paradigm shift, and the means of marketing 10, 15 years ago are no longer as lucrative as they used to be. So 10, 15 years ago, people were using newspapers. People were using television, radio, billboards. But these means are no longer as, because 10, 15 years ago, when a man is going to the office, he's going to stop at the newspaper stand and buy a newspaper, put it at the back of his car and go, right? That was a thing then. But if you say it to Gen Zs now, they cannot even relate. They can't, right? If I tell a Gen Z now that there was a time that you had to watch, if you want to watch a television program, you have to tune in at the exact time, right? Those of you that are advanced, you would understand. Facebook, what's it called? Super Story, This Life, Papa Ajasco, right? You have to tune in at 8 o'clock every Thursday to watch Super Story. If you miss it, you cannot get it anymore. But now it's on you. The Gen Zs cannot understand. They'll say, why don't you download it? Why don't you save it on your Amazon Prime? Why don't you save it on your Netflix? Right? Why don't you stream it? They cannot even understand. The Gen Zs cannot even understand that there was a time that there was something called a Dix, or there was a time there was something called a video. What's it called now? A video tape that you used to watch movies. They can't, because now you stream it on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's on what's it called? It's on iTunes. They cannot even relate. Why? Because there is a drastic paradigm shift. And if you are listening to me tonight and you are not making any money online, or you are not doing any form of online business, or you don't have any online skill like social media management, digital marketing, growth marketing, right? This is not your fault, because you have not heard me say this now. You are still at a very good position to make a decision today and learn, because you too, look at it. There is a drastic shift happening right now, and you don't want to be left out. I'm not lying. Okay, let's talk about this webinar we're talking about now, right now, right? How did you know? How did you get to know about this webinar? Drop it in the comment section. How did you get to know? Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. You got it on WhatsApp. A friend shared it to you. Comment. Drop it in the comment section. Let me see. Drop it in the comment section. Let me see. Right? Okay, Facebook, Instagram, Instagram, right? Oh, LinkedIn, YouTube. All right. Nice. Nice. All right. So what is my point? My point here is there is a drastic paradigm shift, and you don't want to be left out by not taking a step into the world of social media management, into the step of using this online space to help you do one thing, to help you make income, right? Now, let's go. And it is wide. It is very, very wide, right? Different things you can do with it and different things you can achieve with it. Let's go. All right. So quickly, before we go into our practical section, that's where I want to be right now. Right? Before we go into that practical section, right? Let me quickly talk about what's it called now? Let me quickly talk about these businesses, right? Now we can talk about some of the importance of social media management. Some of the importance of social media management. Number one, increase brand exposure. Number two, helps us get better customer experience. Now, because of the help of social media, brands are now bonding with their customers, right? Brands now have fans. Let's put it that way, right? They bond with their customers right now because there is social media has helped achieve that. There is a lot of content everywhere. Brands are seeing the content, brands are relating with them, and a whole lot of stuff, right? Let's go. Another one is it has increased drastically footfall and traffic. Now, if a platform has a website or a landing page, right, by using social media, they can 10x the number of visitors they get on their website. And that has happened for many businesses, right? And that's one of the amazing things about social media, right? Improving the people that visit your website. Another thing is to improve sales performance. Now, overall, businesses that are interested in selling have gotten a whole lot of visibility, right? A whole lot of visibility from just that act of positioning themselves on these platforms to be able to make a lot of sales. I can tell you that, see, the way social media works, you can be so amazed some of the things that are possible. I have clients that recently they are thinking of closing down their physical location to focus on selling online, because in a week they can get like 2 people that walk into their physical location, but online they are making 50 sales per day, 70 sales per day, 100 sales per day, right? And it is amazing. There is no boundary, right? Let's talk about that now, right? There's no boundary to what you can make because you are open to an open market, right? Another one is cost-effective marketing. Now, I used to work in a 360 advertisement agency. I used to work in an advertisement agency that does all kinds of adverts. We do Facebook ads, we do billboards, we do radio, we do newspaper, all kinds of adverts. And I was working in the digital marketing department. When I looked at how much it cost a business owner to place an ad on TV, entry into business would have been very, very difficult for some of us, if not for the help of social media. Right? Do you know how much it would have cost you to be able to run adverts on the radio, on newspaper, on television, right? But with the help of social media, right? With the help of social media, there is a lot you can gain, a whole lot. With your 5K, 10K, 20K, right? With your 5K, 10K, 20K, you are already on your way to start making a lot, to start getting a lot of benefits, right? It is really, really amazing what that can do for you, right? Now, let's talk about the ability to reach more people, right? Social media management is amazing. And the social media space has made it possible to reach a lot of people across the globe, right? As I am now, I am right here in Lagos, Nigeria, right? And I am live with people from different parts of the country, right? I'm live with people from different parts of the world. With the help of social media management, I have clients in 17 different countries. 17 different countries. How amazing is that? Small me in Lagos, Nigeria here. I have clients in the UK. I have clients in the Netherlands. Recently, I was talking to a guy. He's from India, but he's based in Canada, and he wanted me to help him with his Facebook ads. I do services for somebody in Canada. How amazing is that? Right? How amazing is that? In fact, we are live here now in this class, and many people here are from different countries. Right? Okay, somebody said, I'm watching from Adamawa State. Comment the city you are watching from. Comment where you are joining from, city and country. Especially those of you that were not here when we did the introduction. Comment the city and country you are joining from. Let them see that social media management has the ability to reach out to you across different places, different places, different places in the world. Can you see people from Kano, Lagos, Gombe, Cameroon, Calabar, right? Accra, Ife, Kumasi, Jos, Owerri, right? Oyo, Abidjan. Wow. Nice, nice, nice. Yaoundé, right? Port Harcourt. So you see, there is the ability to reach people globally, right? That is what social media management can do for you and your brand, not just you, for you and your brand, right? For you and your brand. Now, let's continue, right? Now, quickly, before we go into the practical section, right? Quickly, let's look at this. Now, what are some of the things that you need to know as a social media manager, right? What are at least the few things you can know and say before you call yourself a social media manager, right? Number one, you need to know a lot about research. You cannot give what you don't have, and you cannot attract an audience you don't understand, right? So market research is very, very important. Every social media manager must know how to do research the right way. Number two is branding, right? There is a lot that goes into branding. How do people perceive you? What is your sound? What is your logo? What is your color? What is your identity? What is your culture? What is the feeling that you are selling, right? There is a whole lot in branding. I'm going to talk about that in a bit, right? The next one here is content creation. Content creation, right? Content creation. So every social media manager should know how to create content, what software to use, what tools to use. Now, don't run away. There are different types of content. There's written content, there's graphics content, there is video content, right? You can use all of them at different points. Now, not only that, content creation goes in deep. How do you create faceless content? How do you create AI-generated content? How do you create physical content? How do you create so many, right? Another one is how to schedule posts. Now, with the power of social media management, some of you go online, you see your content creators and you feel like they post every day. No, they do something called scheduling. We use a software to harmonize all social media platforms. We unify them. So what do I mean by that? Your LinkedIn, your TikTok, your Instagram, your Snapchat, and everything, you can put all of them together under one software. And the software now, whenever you post, it shares it automatically to all these platforms, right? A software like Buffer, for example, now shares it automatically to all these platforms. So, and you can also manage all your comments from that one place, right? So a social media manager that knows how to use these things the right way can get a lot of results. The next thing a social media manager needs to know is social ads. How do you run ads? How do you run ads on Facebook, on Instagram? How do you get customers for your clients across these different platforms, right? There is a whole lot that it can do for you, right? Another one is growing social media account. You need to know how to grow social media accounts, right? If your client has 1,000 subscribers, how do you increase it to 2,000? If your client has 10,000 followers, how do you make it 15? How do you make it 13, right? There is a whole lot you can do with that. All right. So with that being said, let us quickly go and talk about some of the social media platforms that we have. I'm not going to take too much time on this. Everyone, we know we have Facebook, we have Twitter, which is now known as X, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have LinkedIn. These and so many more are the popular platforms that we work with when it comes to social media management. All right, so let's go. So now let's quickly talk about branding, right? Let's quickly talk about branding before we go into the practical section. Now, imagine a person. How do you identify a person? The simple way you identify a person is you identify them with their name, their appearance, how they talk, how they walk, right? And what they stand for. All these things together makes up an identity. How many of you would hear your sibling in the dark and still be able to identify who exactly that person is, right? And still be able to identify. How many of you here will see two people coming from the dark and you'll still be able to tell that you will not be confused at all? You'll still be able to tell that this is my father, this is my father's brother. How many of you will be able to do that? Right? That is complete identity, right? And that is what it's all about when it comes to branding. Now, so similarly, right now, think about a brand, right? A brand has to create its own identity. Every brand has to create its own identity. And one of the ways we create that identity is, number one, what is our name? What is the logo? What is the font? Right? What's the color? And what are the feelings associated with our brand? Right? What are the feelings associated with our brand? What are the culture associated with our brand? For example, now, Coca-Cola. When people see Coca-Cola, they see this classic red font, right? And you might even think of happiness. Coca-Cola has done a very good branding that people now associate Coca-Cola with happiness. You have done well. Let me buy you a bottle of Coke. You just bought a new house. When are you going to buy us Coke now to celebrate? You did well. Take this bottle of Coke. Right, come. Let's go and enjoy. I just got some money. Let me go and buy you a drink. Let me go. Are we together? It has been associated with happiness. With happiness, right? So how do we do this, right? It is a core part of branding, right? Being able to create that strong brand identity that connects with people emotionally, right? That connects with people emotionally is what that's done, right? Now, as I was saying, right? Now, look at this now. We have three types of branding. We have three types of branding, right? We have product branding, we have corporate branding, we have personal branding. Product branding, corporate branding, and personal branding. So when we say product branding, is the branding of a specific product, right? When we say corporate branding, it's the branding of the entire image of the organization, the entire organization. And when we say personal branding, we're talking about a singular person, how he's supposed to be perceived as a public figure, and the what is trying to get people to resonate with, right? Let me give you some examples. I'm going to go to the practical section now. I'm just going to flip through this because we're going to take this sometime again, right? When I'm going to calm down. How many of you feel like I'm fast? If you feel like I'm too fast, say I'm too fast. If you like my pace, just say I am catching it. I am catching it. If you like my pace, say I am catching it, right? If you feel like I'm too fast, let me know. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, somebody say, can you explain the moment of scheduling post? Don't worry, I'm coming back to that. I'm coming back to that now in the practical session. All right, thank you very much. Now let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. We're going to the practical session where I'm going to show you all that, right? Now, look at this now. Now we have, when we say personal branding, right? When we talk about personal branding, how many of us know this guy, right? This is a practical example of personal branding. How many of us know him? Comment some of the words you know him with. How is the family? Something huge, right? Comment in the comment section for some of the words you know him with. Now, what he is doing is presenting to himself to the world. There's a reputation he's trying to build, and there's a way he wants to be perceived, right? Just like companies that have logos and slogans, right? This happens also with a personal brand, right? Your brand is how you communicate, how you showcase your skill, and a whole lot of amazing things, right? So personal branding, especially those of you that are going to be working with public figures, or you're going to be doing your own personal branding yourself, right? There is a whole lot you need to put in perspective when it comes to personal branding. Okay, somebody say, my brother, I greet you. Smart moves. All right. Somebody say Sabinus, investor. All right. Sabinwa. Okay. Bros, well done. Oh. How is the family? All right. So you see, you can resonate with this because he has done a very good job with his personal brand, right? He has done a very good job with his personal brand. And then, so we have so many others along this line when it comes to branding, right? Right? There are so many, right, along this line. Now look at this now. There's corporate branding, there is product branding, and there's so much more. Now let's quickly look at some tools, right? Let's look at some tools when it comes to social media management, right? I'm going to be talking about some tools right about now. If you are ready and I still have your attention and you are not sleeping, go to the comments and say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. That's how I know I still have your full attention. All right, I'm taking that now. I'm taking that now. All right. All right. Yes, there's going to be opportunity for questions, right? After the practical section, you can ask me questions, and I will answer all of your questions. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. Nice, 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 nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So now let's look at a couple of things, right? Let's look at a couple of things at this other part. Now, when it comes to social media management, there is a lot that you can benefit from the different platforms that we have. There's a whole lot, right? There's a whole lot. Now, first of all, we have tools, different types of tools, right? But let me first start with tools for research. So we have two types of research, as I told you earlier. We have competitor research and we have targeted audience research. Now, for targeted audience research, or for research generally, these are some of the tools that we use. Number one is this tool called Exploding Topics, right? Exploding Topics. Exploding Topics, right? So this is one of the tools that is used for research. It's an amazing tool that you can use it to see what is trending. Can you see it? Discover trends in 12 months plus before anyone else, right? So you use these topics to discover trends. What is trending? What are people looking for? What would people rather buy, right? And more. So you use this tool to discover that. So it's called Exploding Topics. Exploding Topics, right? That's what this amazing tool. Now, if you come here to, you can see it in categories, right? Are you into beauty? Are you into fashion? Are you into education? Right? That's what Exploding Topics is used for. Amazing tool for research. Another tool again that is also used for something similar is the Google Trends. Google Trends. Google Trends. This Google Trends is just like Google giving you an expo, right? I don't know what they call it in your country, right? In Nigeria, we call it expo. When somebody give you a sneak peek to an exam, somebody give you a sneak peek to the inside, the insights inside. Let's put it that way, right? This is Google giving you the insights inside, right? That's what the Google Trends is used for. Now, if you come here to trending now and you click on it, you're going to see a whole lot of stuff. In Nigeria, this is what is trending right now. And you can change the location from here, right? But in Nigeria right now, this is what is trending right now. right? Arsenal, El Ali, and all that. Now, you can also niche it to categories. This is all trends. You can niche it to categories. So if you're into fashion, you're into business, you're into education, you're into politics, right? You can say in that your own niche, what is trending right now? What do customers want to see? What do producers, what are people looking for, right? In that category. That's what we call the trends, right? Now, if you come to this other one, you can click on explore, and then you explore it based on a particular range of dates and a particular kind of product, and then you search, right? You search, and you can even do it based on people that are searching online on Google search, people that are searching on YouTube, or people that are searching for an image, right? All this and more you can get from that point, right? So the next one, right? The next one, as I was saying, the next one. So there are so many questions going in the comment section. Guys, can we reduce the comments in the comment section so that we don't get distracted, right? There's a lot of amazing things I want to show you. Reduce the questions in the comment section. Write your question somewhere. I will answer your question myself, right? You don't need to ask anybody in the comment section. I will answer you myself. I would allow you on mute. You will be able to speak and ask. And if you want to write it when we are done, I would read all of your questions and answer you, right? Okay. So let's go. Now, this is, as I was saying, right? This is what we call the Google Trends. Now, if you come to this point here, you're going to see another thing again. You can even see search in here, right? You can do a search and see what has trended the most in a particular year and how has it gone. Now, if you scroll down, in Nigeria, these are the things that have trended the most, right? There was the Nigerian general election, there was national grid, there was minimum wage, there was the Ibadan explosion, right? Look at this one. Bobrisky, Beta Edu, Charlie Poppy, Bumi, right? These are the personalities that trended the most, right? Losses that trended the most was Pope Jr., Mr. Ibu, Sisi Quadri, Ife Imba, right? Meanings that trended the most, you have all these ones, right? And if you click on this, if you click on load more, you get to see a lot. Lyrics that trended the most, right? Recipes that trended the most, songs that trended the most, movies that trended the most. A Tribe Called Judah, Treasure in the Sky, Dancel, right? You see, the list goes on and on and on, and you are seeing it. And you can even niche it to different categories. So that's for Google Trends, right? Other platforms that you can use for research, right? Let me quickly show you a few other ones that you can also use for research. Another one is called SimilarWeb. This is for competitor research. This is my best tool for competitor research. Everything you want to do on SimilarWeb is just by coming here and typing the name of your competitor, typing their website, and you click on analyze. By analyzing your competitor, you get the result and you see everything about your competitor. You see where they're getting their traffic from, what kind of ads they're running, how are they running the ads, everything, right? You get to see that on SimilarWeb, right? SimilarWeb, right? SimilarWeb, very, very, very amazing platform, right? Look at another one. It's called Social Blade. Social Blade. Social Blade. Now, this Social Blade, it is very, very sweet to use. Now, if you want to become a social media manager, you want to go into any social media platform, all you have to do is to do your prior research on Social Blade, right? Look for 5 to 7 accounts already in that niche. Anything you want to say, there's somebody already doing it or something close. Look for 5 to 7 people doing something you want to do or something close, and then come here and analyze their account, right? Come here and analyze their account. So Social Blade is used for analysis, right? You use it to analyze your competitors on social media. Now, if you come here now, you can analyze YouTube accounts, Twitch, Instagram, can you say it? TikTok, Facebook, right? And the list goes on. So you can analyze all these platforms, right? Now, let me do an example for you guys now. Let's say, for example, you want to analyze a YouTube channel. You just come here now and you type in digital world, right? Let's just type in digital world. That's our institute. So Digital World Tech Academy. Can you see it here? Digital World Tech Academy. And we search. Now, once we search, if you scroll down, this is the results we're going to get. You're going to get the total number of subscribers that Digital World Tech Academy has. You're going to get the total number of views, right? You're going to get when it was created, how many videos. Now, if you scroll down, you're going to see the type of videos that is being posted on this platform. You're going to see how much money this platform is making for each video. You're going to see how much subscribers each video is bringing to them. You're even going to see a chart of how the content of that particular platform is going. Is it going up? Is it coming down? Right? You're going to see the charts. You're going to see what kind of videos they are posting. Are they posting long videos? Are they posting shorts? Are they going live? You're going to see everything from Social Blade. And it does not stop there, right? There's also another platform very similar to Social Blade, and it is called View Stats. Now, View Stats is very similar to Social Blade, but the only difference is that View Stats is just for YouTube. Social Blade covers Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and the rest, but View Stats focuses on YouTube and gives you insight, very good insight on what is happening on a YouTube account, right? Another one again is answerthepublic.com. Answerthepublic.com is also for research, right? You can use it to know what questions people are asking, right? What questions people are asking, how are they going about it, and a whole lot of searches that people are doing on the internet space, right? On these different platforms, using Bing, YouTube, TikTok, Amazon, Instagram, right? You can get all this information from answerthepublic.com. A very, very amazing tool that you can do a whole lot with it. Now, that is that for, what's it called now? That is that for tools for research, right? Tools for research. Now, let's quickly talk about tools for social media management, right? For scheduling, for posting, for calendars, and a whole lot of stuff, right? So the first one we have here is this one I was telling you about. It's called Buffer, right? Buffer, where you can harmonize different accounts in one place, right? And once you log in all those accounts in that place, you can create a post and share it across all these platforms. You can schedule a post. Some of you say, these are our content creators. They try you. They are posting every day. That's their full-time work. That's not true. Many of them, they don't even post in a week. What they do is that they can schedule posts of 1 year. They can schedule posts of 7 months, right? And they're just going to schedule it there on that platform. And the post will go out anytime they want, right? So those kind of things is possible with Buffer, right? Not only that, they can even harmonize all their accounts in one place, reply messages, chat, reply comments, and every other thing just from this software. And they can also create calendars and do so much. There's so much you can do on this platform. And this would help you become consistency and constant, continuous engagement, right, in all your social media efforts is helped by these platforms, right? So we have different ones. We have Buffer. There is Metricool. Metricool is also like that. And we have Hootsuite, right? Buffer, Metricool, and Hootsuite. These 3 platforms are doing the same thing, right? And what they are doing is helping you with content, right? Content automation and all those kind of stuff. Now, the next tools we want to talk about, if you are not yet tired, right? The next tools we want to talk about is tools for content creation. Now, when it comes to content creation, there is a lot that we need to do, right? Writing and all that. So now, when it comes to content creation, we need tools to write. We need tools to create graphics. Now, when it comes to graphics, you can use things like Photoshop, you can use CorelDRAW, and you can use Canva, right? So this is Canva. It's one of the simplest graphics design tools that you can use. A very, very amazing tool, by the way, right? And I'm going to teach you how to use it, right? So at some point, right? So it's a very, very amazing tool you can use to design stuff, create how it looks and all that kind of stuff. It's very, very nice. So that's Canva, right? Canva, right? Canva. Somebody say my speed is high. I'm trying to cover a lot. All right. Okay, let me slow down for the benefit of those people that are writing. If you like my pace, just say I'm catching it. All right. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Don't worry. This is not how I'm fast. I'm not this fast most times. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so as I was saying, right? So this is Canva, right? You can use it to create designs, right? You can use it to create stunning designs that you can do with a lot of stuff, right? Another one is this one called Filmora. So this Filmora is a video editing software that you can use to edit videos, amazing videos, right? It is really, really nice to use. It's called Filmora, right? Another one is this one called CapCut, right? So we have Canva, then we have Filmora for editing videos, and then we have CapCut, right? CapCut is also for editing videos, right? CapCut is also for editing videos. So these are content creation tools. We also have other things we use. We have AI platforms we use, right? We have things like Leonardo.ai. It is a AI used to generate image, Leonardo.ai, right? We have remove.bg. It's a website used to remove background of pictures. We have resizenow.com is a website we use to reduce images when we are editing our graphics. Resizenow.com, right? Remove.bg. Let me just show you. Remove.bg. I'm just mentioning a few. There's many more. There's many more, right? Resize. Resizenow.com. Remove.bg. Which other one did I mention? Right? As we go, we'll get to learn more and more and more about tools. All right. Okay, Leonardo.ai. So this is Leonardo.ai. So we can use Leonardo.ai, you can use ChatGPT, you can use DeepSeek. There's a lot we can use, right? When it comes to AI, right? And I'm going to show you how to use it. Okay. All right. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, as we keep looking at all these platforms, all these softwares, all these tools, let me not forget a couple of other ones, right? There's this one called ManyChat. So ManyChat is a DM automation tool. DM automation tool. What is a DM automation tool? A DM automation tool is a tool that helps you make money while you sleep, right? Let me explain how it works, right? How many of us have gone online on Instagram and you see somebody say, comment the word get, or comment the word now, or comment the word bounce, or comment the word. They are prompting you to comment one word. And once you comment that word, they would send you a DM, right? Comment the word get and I'll send you a DM. Comment the word this and I'll send you a DM. How many of us have experienced that before on Instagram? And you feel like, wow, this guy is trying to. Immediately I just commented, he went and sent me DM. How many of us have experienced that? Let me see, even if it's one person, right? Who has experienced something like that, right? Okay. Now, if you have experienced something like that, what actually has happened there is the fact that there is a software that does that, and it's called ManyChat. That person was not online waiting for you to comment so that he will send you a DM. No, right? He's waiting for you to chat. So what ManyChat does is that it can help you sell while you sleep. It can communicate with people, right? Once you install it, right, you give it prompts of what to do and what to do and what to do and what to do, right? And it can communicate with people and attend to them on your Instagram account even while you are not there, right? Right? Even while you are not there. And it is called ManyChat. Right? So that is what is used for that, right? So now let's go. So many people are saying that they have learned a whole lot already, but then let me quickly show you some things, right? Now we keep talking about social media, we keep talking about all these things, right? Now there is one more place that you need to understand: running ads on different platforms, right? Now let me quickly show you one of the platforms you can use to run ads, and one of these platforms is Facebook. Now many people would say Facebook, that many people don't really understand what Facebook does. Facebook and Instagram is a market, right? It's a market where you can get a lot out of it, right? Facebook and Instagram is a market. Do you know that on Facebook and Instagram, just by positioning yourself, you can really attract a whole lot of buyers? Now, if you scroll on your Facebook account and you keep scrolling, you tend to scroll, and when you keep scrolling, you would see something like this. Let me show you. Let's keep going. When you keep scrolling, you see something like this. Can you see this? Sponsored. Can you see it? Sponsored. Sponsored. Right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Look at it. Sponsored. So why are you seeing this? That is an ad. Look at this ones here. Sponsored. So all these sponsored posts, they are ads. They are ads. And you too can run this kind of ads for yourself and for your client and help them make a lot of money, right? You too can run this kind of ads for yourself and your client and help them make a lot of money. Now, how do you run these ads the right way? There are 4 things you need to know before you can run a Facebook ad the right way. Just four things. If you know these 4 things, you can run Facebook ad as a professional. If you know how to set these 4 things the right way, you wouldn't be able to set the ad as a professional. Now, what are these 4 things? Number 1 is to run ads on this platform, you need to learn very well how to create good ad creatives, right? Your ad creative has to be something we call a scroll stopper, right? So you need to learn how to create them. So now your ad creative, what's the ad creative? The ad creative is the video, the picture, the graphics you use for your ad is called the ad creative, right? That's the ad creative. Now, the second thing you need to be very clear on is your ad copy. That's the write-up. The write-up you write on your ad, right? We call that the ad copy, right? The ad copy. You have to be clear on your ad copy. Your ad copy has to be precise. Your ad copy has to be engaging. Your ad copy has to be direct, right? So we call this the ad copy. That write-up is called the ad copy. Now, the third thing you need, right, to do the right way is your call to action. So you have to be clear on your call to action. What do you want people to do after seeing your ad? Do you want to take them to a landing page? Do you want to take them to WhatsApp? Do you want to use an email marketing system to follow them up, right? It's called call to action. And the fourth one that has to be so clear is your targeting. Your targeting. You need to know how to target the right kind of people, right? If you know how to create a very good ad copy, you know how to create a very good ad creative, you know a good call to action for your audience, and you know your best targeting strength, you would be able to generate a lot of money on Facebook ads. And now, many of you here, you create a page and you just go, you click on boost post, you click on advertise. That's not how to run the ad. You need to run that ad considering these 4 things from the ads manager as a professional. Now, if you come here, you're going to see, click on this see more, and you're going to see ads manager, right? Once you click on that, it's going to take you to the Facebook ads manager. That is where you run your ads as a professional. Now, when you are creating your ads in your ads manager, you need to create a couple of ad sets, right? And this ad set is what you use to do your ads the right way, right? Let me quickly first of all talk about the different types of ads. So when you say creating ads from the ads manager, we have different types of ads inside of the ads manager, right? So we have the awareness ad, we have the traffic ad, we have the engagement ad, we have the leads ad, we have the app promotion, we have the sales. All these are different types of ads you can run on Facebook for different purposes, right? Not only that, right? We have different assets of the things you need to run your ads as a professional at the highest level. So you need to create a page, you need to create a business portfolio, and you need to create an ad account. Page, business portfolio, ad account. You need to create a page, you need to create a business portfolio, and you need to create an ad account, right? Now, let me quickly show you this. If you click here, you will see that I have, can you see it? Create business portfolio. Can you see it? Create business portfolio. You see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 business portfolios in this account. 6 business portfolios here, right? Now, if I click on one of the business portfolios here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ad accounts. I have 5 ad accounts in this business portfolio, right? Now, not to talk of how many pages I have. Now, if you come here now, let me just show you this one. If I come here and I click on this one, right? You will see that on this ad account, right? You will see that on this ad account, I have been able to do a whole lot. I've been able to do a whole lot, right? Now look at it. You can see that the ad is running. Can you see it? The ad is running. And it's telling you, it's saying, can you see it? High performing. Can you see it? High performing. That means the ads I am running on this ad account, they are high performing ads. Can you see it? High performing. That means they are generating a lot of results. Now, if you come here and you click on maximum, right, you will see that there is a lot. On this ad account that you're seeing here, I have already spent 3.5 million naira. 3.5 million naira in ads. If I have spent 3.5 million naira, do you think I have made 3.5 million naira back? Because running ads, you can make 10 times what you put in. You can make 20 times what you put in. You can make 100 times what you put in. I have done an ad for an organization before. They spent 900,000 naira on ads and they made 8.8 million naira back, 8.3 million naira back. Right? They made 8.3 million naira back from a 900,000 naira investment in ads. It is crazy the result you can get if you know how to set it up and run it the right way. And you can see that I have already spent 3.5 million and I still have active ads. That means the ad is working. Let me show you another ad account. Let it not be like I just showed you only one. Right? This is 3.5 million. Let me show you another one. Look at this one. Right? It's loading. Right? It's loading. Right? Look at this one now. It's loading. This one is 4.4 million. 4.4 million, right? I've spent 4.4 million on this other ad account, right? So if I have over 12 ad accounts and in 2, I've spent 3.5 million in one, I've spent 4.4 million in one. You can only imagine the result you can get for your client on this platform. Any social media manager that does not know how to run ad as a professional is doing it himself a disservice. Because with this skill, you can get clients, and not only that, you can help those clients get reasonable results fast. Right? Reasonable results fast. So that's that about running ads and a whole lot of stuff. Now, quickly, as we continue, let's quickly talk about career opportunities. Right? So I don't want to end this session without talking about career opportunities. Right? So many people are saying, what is in it for me? After studying social media management, right? After looking at the different aspects of social media management and using social media management to do a whole lot of things, right? What is in it for me? What is in it for me? How do I get to use it to do a whole lot of stuff? Guys, there's a question and answer section. We are moving into the question and answer section very soon. Calm down. I am going to allow you on mute and you're going to ask all of your questions, right? So what is in it for me? Now, it is, as a social media manager, there is a lot of jobs for you. Now, let me give you an example. Let me paint a scenario for you. If there is a company and the company is making 7 million, and the only thing you can do for that company in a quota, right, is to move them from 7 million, right, is to move them from 7 million to 10 million. And in another quota, you move them from 10 million to 13 million. And you're increasing them by a 3 million increase every quarter. Will that company be willing and able to pay you 300,000 as salary, 400,000 as salary, even 500,000 as salary? Will that company be willing and able? The only contribution you did is that they are in a constant increase of 3 million every quarter, right? Will that company be willing and able to pay you 300,000, 400,000, even 500,000 for that increase? Drop it in the comment section. If you are the owner of the company, will you be willing and able to pay someone, right, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 for them to continuously increase you every month, right? But every quarter, the result amounts to 3 million increase. Will you be willing and able to pay somebody for that kind of increase? Will you be willing and able? Okay. Okay. So I'm just trying to paint a scenario in your head. That is exactly what a social media manager can do. Aye, that's the power you have as a social media manager, right? That's the power you have as a social media manager, right? You are able to move a company drastically, right? I can go on telling you what I have done myself for businesses and why those businesses are in constant communication with me to help me. Like, it is amazing, right? Because of what you can bring to the table. Now, the reason is because every business needs more customers. The day that social media managers, some people say that social media, the day that it's no longer lucrative is when all the business have all the customers they are looking for. So as long as businesses need more customers, social media managers are needed in bulk. Let me quickly show you. There's a way to get remote jobs. There's a way to do this, right? But let me quickly show you. If you just do a simple Google search and say, if you just do a simple Google search and say social media management. Okay, social media manager job. Let's put the job, right? And you enter. These are jobs. Can you see it? These are jobs. Can you see it? This one was posted 4 hours ago. It is lucrative. It is very lucrative. Now, click on 100 plus more jobs and scroll, right? You see, these are jobs. These are jobs. Oh, this one was posted 1 day ago, 4 hours ago. This one was posted 12 hours ago. This one was posted when? This one was posted when? 1 day ago. There is a lot of job for you as a social media manager. Apart from working with organizations, you can work for yourself, you can create content for yourself, you can sell products for yourself. But the question is, it is not for only people that have idea. It's for people that want to go all the way and become, right? It is for people that want to go all the way and become professionals, right? People that want to go all the way and become professionals and become very, very good with it, right? So these are the people, yeah, you can hear me now, right? These are the people that would go all the way and become professional social media managers, right? All right, so with that being said, how many of us here are already feeling like this guy? How many of us here are already feeling like this guy? You're already feeling like, man, this has been an eye-opening session. What we have learned till now, right? Not even moving forward, right? What we have learned till now, how many of us feel like I've learned something new, I've seen something different, I've picked one or two things, right? How many of us are feeling like this guy right now, right? How many of us? How many of us? How many of us? How many of us? How many of us have seen? Okay. How many of us are feeling like this has been an eye-opening session? How many of us has been? Okay. 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 All right. Now, the truth is, the honest truth is, social media management is not something you can learn in one day, right? Social media management is not something you can learn in one day. But if given the opportunity, how many of us would like to become a pro? You would like to become a professional. Like you would like to understand everything I've talked about tonight. How to run ads, how to use those softwares to create your content, how to do the research, how to create the calendars. How many of us here would like to become a professional at this? Somebody say, oh, somebody say Pro Max. Okay. There's only one Pro Max. Plenty Pro, but one Pro Max. Okay. How many of us would like to be a pro, be an expert, be a professional, right? When it comes to social media management and helping businesses grow and helping businesses get more visibility and all that, how many of us want to be right there, right? Okay. Now, for those of us that really, really want to go all the way to become professionals, right? I have something amazing for you guys, right? For those of us that want to go all the way, I have something really sweet for you guys, right? Now, for the next 6 weeks, right, with some bonus weeks, I want to teach you a whole lot of stuff, right? I want to teach you social media management, right? Now, what am I going to be teaching you for this period of time? Number one is I want to teach you strategy. How do you create a strategy for social media step by step, right? Now, what is your onboarding? How do you do your discovery call? When you have a client, you are trying to onboard a client, what are you going to ask the client? How do you pinpoint the targeted audience of the client? How do you do research to meet what they said on the discovery call? How do you create some documents like scope of work, right? Invoice and send to your client. How do you give your client different pricing package? If you are a social media manager, you're not just a social media manager. Hey, how much do you collect? 30K. How do you put it in different pricing package by deliverables? By deliverables, this is what we deliver, this is what we do, this is what we do, this is what we do. Everything about the strategy, it is big. How do you, all right? I'm going to be teaching you that step by step, everything about the strategy of social media management. Number two is content creation. I'm going to be teaching you content creation, right? I'm going to teach you What type of content? What are the different types of content that we have? I'm going to teach you hooks. How do you get content hooks? How do you get content engagement? Now, when it comes to content creation, how do you create those content? What are the cameras to use? The phone cameras, the standing cameras, the microphones, the microphones, the earphones, the video editing softwares, the graphic design softwares. How do you get access to the paid version of the softwares, right? Everything and in between on content creation, I'm going to be showing you that. The next one is paid ads. How do you run ads on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right? How do you get these people? How do you run the ads to get the customers for your clients and for yourself, right? I'm going to be showing you that. The next one, I'm going to teach you how to build a community, right? Now, there are so many places you can build community. How many of us know that people can subscribe to your YouTube and pay for subscription, right? To be in a community on your YouTube channel. How do you grow your followers on TikTok, on Instagram? What are the strategies of building this account, right? I'm going to show you that. The next one is analysis. All your effort is a waste if you cannot analyze. So, and you cannot optimize if you don't analyze. So on social media management, I'm going to be teaching you how do you check the insights? How do you know? How do you analyze the result you are getting, right? And not just analyze, how do you optimize, right? So when you see the analysis, you know what's wrong. How do you fix it? How do you push to get the highest amount of visible results from all the effort you're putting in, right? The next one is branding. I'm going to teach you a lot about branding. How do you position your client or yourself to be a brand, right? What is the brand identity? What are the brand colors? What are the communication strategy? What is storytelling? What are the storytelling methods you can use to get people to engage on your social media, right? Step by step. I get to talk about that. Next one, influencers. How do you use influencers, right? How do you collaborate with influencers? How do you get, what kind of influencers do you get? How do you write to them? How do you get them to charge you cheap, right? There was one time when I was working with that agency, I told you guys, right? I was in an event and then all your faves were there, like the Sabinos, Mr. Macaroni, right? With their managers. And they were going to do, an hotel was going to launch and they wanted them to help with just creating content for the brand in different ways. And I learned a lot from that meeting because these people are business people, right? They were open to collaborations, right? They just needed you to meet their terms and they just needed people that knew what they were looking for, right? The next one is crisis management. Now, all these nice things I'm telling you here, I cannot lie to you. There is problem inside social media management. There's crisis. But how do you handle the crisis, right? How do you handle the crisis? There's crisis. You promised a client a particular range of results and you did all you can, you are not getting that result. How do you manage those kind of crises, right? You did an ad and one small link is broken. Because of that broken link, it is not working. How do you fix it? How do you manage crisis, right? The next one is writing copies for social media, right? How do you write words that get people to take action? Then the next one is automation tools. What are the tools you can use and how do you automate it and how do you get access to them? And monetization, the cocoa, how do you make the money from social media management, right? There are different ways, more than 5 ways to make money from social media management. You can work as a freelancer, you can work as a full-time person, you can start creating your own content, you can sell products, and you can get paid on the social media platform, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can get paid on those platforms, right? These and many more, I am going to be breaking down in this program. All right. So for those of us that want to go all the way, and you are feeling like, man, this is already very, very valuable, right? How, let me go. For those of us, and you are feeling like this is already valuable, and you are ready, not just, you just see it with yourself, right? Now, I'm going to be giving this away for a 6 weeks. We're going to do 6 weeks live training, and I'm going to give you videos. I have over 25 videos I have recorded on social media management, right? I will give you access to those videos. There's something called an LMS, a learning management system, owned by Digital World Tech Academy. Once you join the program, you're going to get access to that LMS and you can watch the videos and prepare ahead for the classes. But I'm still going to teach you everything live in class, twice a week, 2 times a week, on Wednesdays and on Thursdays, right? So the next class is going to be starting tomorrow by 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. Ghana time, right? And we're going to go all the way for 6 weeks and 2 more bonus weeks for some other stuff, right? 2 more bonus weeks for scheduling, handling clients, freelancing, remote job, and so much more. Now, how many of us here? Now, this whole thing is very valuable, and the value is more than 350,000 naira. But if you are here tonight, suggest to me, how much do you think would be a fair price to give you access to this program? Drop it in the comment section. Let me see. How much do you think is a fair price to give you access to this program running for this 6 to 8 weeks, right? 6 weeks of class, then other weeks for portfolio building, freelancing, and so many more, right? How much would be a fair price to use to give you access to this program, right? This is valuable. The value is over 300,000 naira. How much? Drop it in the comment section. How much do you feel would be a fair price, right, to give you access to this program tonight, right? The value is over 300,000 naira, but then how much do you feel would be a fair price to just give you access to this program tonight? Okay, somebody say 50K. All right, let me see comments. Let me see comments for the people that are really ready to become pro. Where are all the people that say they want to be pro? Okay, all right. Somebody say 50K, another person say 50K, somebody say 100. Okay, somebody say 20K. Okay. All right. Mohammed say 20K. Okay. Drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. Okay. Okay. Wow. Somebody say, okay. Linda say 50K, 50K, 50K. Most people are saying 50K, right? Okay, 100 Ghana cedis. Okay. One person say 5,000, 10,000, 30K, 30K, 20K, 10K. Okay. All right. If I say 50K, if I say 50K. All right. All right. All right. Now, for this class, this batch of this class, I am rolling it out for just 35,000 naira, right? The class is going for just 35,000 naira, right? 35,000 naira, and you get access to this class, right? You get to learn everything, right, about social media management, right? 35,000 naira. However, for those of you that are here till now, because you were here from the beginning, right? For those of you that are here till now, because you were here from the beginning, I'm feeling super excited that you're here. And I have a timer that I'm going to set. There's going to be a discount for my timer, a very big discount for my timer, just for the people that are live right now, right? I'm going to be giving you for just 10,000 naira, 100 Ghana cedis, 1,000 Kenyan shillings, right? And 5,000 CFA if you are in Cameroon. If you are in Kenya, right? 1,000 Kenyan shillings. If you're in Ghana, 100 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis, right? For everyone that is still live now, tonight, right? 5,000 CFA for everyone that is still live now. If you're in Nigeria, you are paying to this Money Point account. If you are in Ghana, you are paying to this Voda Cash. If you are in Cameroon, you are paying to this Momo. And if you are in Kenya, you are paying to this M-Pesa. Once you make your payment, drop your payment proof in the group, in the WhatsApp group. Our admin is going to confirm your payment and send you a registration form. That registration form gives you access to the class, right? That registration form gives you access to the class. So for everyone that wants to join this amazing class, all you have to do now is to go to the WhatsApp group. You're going to see the account number and make your payment and drop your payment proof in the group. All right, let me start the timer for everyone. So my discount for 10,000 Naira starts now. And I'm going to be taking questions after this, right? Let me just start the timer first. Let me go timer for 20 minutes, right? We go now. So my timer starts now. Everyone that pays within these 20 minutes pays only 10,000 Naira. Now, after these 20 minutes, it goes back to the normal price, which is 35,000 Naira, right? And which goes back to the normal price, which is 35,000 Naira. And the class is starting tomorrow. So between now and tomorrow that the class is starting, you can pay anytime 35,000 Naira. But if you are paying within these 20 minutes, you are paying only 10,000 Naira, 100 Ghana cedis, 1,000 Kenyan shillings, and what's it called now? Right? And 5,000 CFA if you are there. All right. Somebody saying the account number. The account number has been dropped on WhatsApp, right? Make your payment, drop your payment proof in the group. All right. Make your payment and drop your payment proof in the group. We have 19 minutes to go. 19 minutes to go. 19 minutes to go. Right. Our account number is on the screen. Right. Our account number is on the screen. Now, let me quickly show you what the LMS looks like. Once you make your payments, let me quickly show you what the LMS looks like. Once you make your payment, right, you're going to get access to our LMS, right? Let me show you what it looks like. I'm coming. Let me show you what it looks like. Yes. It's coming, I'm coming. So you just come to our website, then you come to student login. Then from student login, right, you are going to see this, right? You're just going to come here and I'm going to click on login. So once you log in, you're going to see my courses, right? You're going to click on my courses. Then here you're going to see study social media management and you click on study. So once you click on study, all the videos are going to show here and you're going to watch them one after the other, right? Just to prepare for the class. Then I'm still going to teach you step by step in class, right? So that's the LMS videos. All right. So with that being said, here we go. These are the account number on the screen, right? Make your payment and drop your payment proof in the group. Make your payment and drop your payment proof in the group. Make your payment and drop your payment proof in the group. All right. Somebody said, I can't find the Sefa account on the screen. Right. This is it here. Sam. This is Sam, Momo, right? This is Sefa, Momo, Sefa. This is this number 668, right? So if you have a question now is the time for questions. Go to the participant area and raise your hand and I'll answer your question. Just go to the participant area, raise your hand and I will answer your question. Drop your payment proof in the WhatsApp group once you make payment, right? Within these 20 minutes, drop your receipts in the group so that our admin will confirm your payment and grant you access. Right. So if you have a question, just raise your hand. I will answer your question right now. Okay. David Daniel, you can unmute and ask your question. David Daniel.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting almost 2 hours now, and I must say a very big thank you to you for opening our eyes to plenty things. My question is, how do one put up a disclaimer when you are handling, say, a political page, for example? You put an ad and then they turn it down and then they ask for a disclaimer. How will one go about it?
Okay, I can show you inside of the I can show you inside of the ads manager in class. Just when you join the class, just ask me, I'll show you, right? Now, normally for political pages, there are some guidelines you need to go through before you can run ads for that, right? And there's a way to go about it. You don't just set it up like setting up every other ad,
Yes, sir.
right? So, but I need to show you on the
Yes,
screen
sir.
how you can set it up. But it's not hard. It's something very easy. Did you get it?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so let's go. Let's take the next person. Vincent. Vincent, you can unmute. Vincent. Vincent.
All right, good evening.
Yeah, good
Sir.
evening.
Okay, I've always had this question in my mind. The difference between a social media manager and a social media marketer. So which one is the umbrella? Does a social media manager cover a social media marketer? Because social media marketer is also doing virtually social media manager is doing virtually what a social media marketer does, like running adverts, campaigns, and all that.
Okay,
So
so
is there really
yeah,
any
so the thing is, in some organization, a social media manager just handles the account and everything, right? And in some other organization, right, a social media manager does everything. But in this course, we are teaching you both the roles of a social media manager and a social media marketer. But normally, the marketer is supposed to focus on ads, while the manager is supposed to focus on scheduling posts, engaging, handling engagement, and all those other stuff. But in this course, what we are teaching you covers the job of both. Do you understand?
okay? So in our portfolio, in case I'm done studying with you, what should be covered in my portfolio? Is it a manager or a
A manager,
marketer?
a manager, a manager, because you assume that you have all the skills, all encompassing.
Okay. I wish the time frame for these payments be increased so that we can organize ourselves and be able to pay. At least for those that attended, just help
It's
us
still
with
open
this
now.
kind of mercy.
It's still open to you
The time is
tomorrow.
okay till tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the discount is for people that pay now.
The pay now
All right.
is okay.
All right, Vincent. That was Vincent. Let's take the next person. Samsung, you can unmute. You can unmute, please.
Right. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Right. My question goes this way. What's the right timing, or what time would be most prescribed for making posts on social media? At times I look at it from this perspective. Does it have to do with different brands or businesses? Is the timing, does it have to do with the nature of the brand or the business, or is that like a generic timing that an individual can engage? Like, I'm looking at the timing. So many a times I post in certain times and carefully checking on everything. There's usually much engagement. And at times I try to post on a different,
Why
usually engagement goes up. At times,
why do you think is the time that is the factor? Why don't you think is the comment,
mm,
is the content that you posted? So in
oh,
class, I'm going to explain everything to you, right? So when it comes to time, depending on the brand, depending on what your competitors are doing, depending on what niche it is, there are good times, right? And there are best times
all
also.
right.
But then I'm going to break it down to you in everything. But then that factor, right? There are so many factors that are significant. So you might be looking at the wrong factor, actually. That's what I'm trying to let you know. You got my point?
Oh, all right. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. If you have a question, just raise your hand and I'll allow you to ask your question. All right, let's take the next person. So guys, as you are making payments, don't forget to drop your receipts in the group. right? Drop your receipts in the WhatsApp group so that you are sent the registration form directly, right? Drop your receipts. Okay, Oba.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything. I really gained a lot. I didn't imagine uh, someone that has so much knowledge about social media would want to give this amount of knowledge out for free, basically. So, my question is, I've paid for the class, right? My question is, will there be a certification after the 6 weeks
Yes,
course?
Digital World Tech Academy is a registered institute, right? Across
Okay.
the countries we are running our classes right now. And you are going to be certified after the training. So you're going to write a test, you're going to do a project. In that project, the most exciting things about this class to me is the project. Because in that project, you get the opportunity to work directly with me. I have a lot of clients, so I give you gigs and I give you stuff to handle. And then that's even the biggest gain for me in this class because I get to train people that can work with me. And the best people I have worked with are the people I trained myself because the standard somewhere else might be different. But people that I trained myself, I know what they know what I expect of them, and we can work together. So you get to work with me directly on a project, and we get to do that together and all that. So that's one of the exciting things about the course. And then there is a small test you're going to do, then you get certified.
Okay, sir, that's not a problem. Now, after the 6 weeks and the whole project and everything, do we still have access to you? Should in
Yes,
case
yes,
probably we
yes,
are
yes.
no,
So we
okay,
have
we
an
have,
alumni community. We have an alumni
okay,
community where students drop their tax, right? We have a supervisor from Digital Tech Academy, right? 3 supervisors from Digital Tech Academy that handle student alumni community. So you can ask questions, you can share your wins, and it's also good because when you're in that community now, somebody can tell you, I just got a client, the client just paid so amount of money, celebrate with me and all that. That's a motivation for you too because you see that people are doing it, people are making the money, right? People are making the sales, people are getting the clients, right? Sometimes, let me tell you the truth, right? Some of the things that they post on the alumni community, my students post, I'm like, wow, I need to do more. They even motivate me myself to do more because of the wins that they are getting. So that's one of the good things
okay.
about it.
All right. I think every other question will come up in the class. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, so if you have a question, raise your hand and I would allow you ask your question, right? All right, somebody's asking, I would really appreciate if the recording. So I'm going to send the recorded version to the WhatsApp group, right? And yes, I'm going to send that. Victoria, you can unmute, Victoria. So if you have a question, raise your hand. Victoria, you can unmute. We have 7 more minutes. All right, Victoria.
Okay, good evening. You already addressed, like, someone raised my question and you've addressed it, both of my questions. However, I also would love to gain clarity because I've been going out and in of this meeting because of network issue where I stay.
Okay.
So I want to, you said that it's self-paced, right? That is, we can log into the portal and then take some of the lessons ourselves. However, we're going to be having meetings twice.
Yes, twice a week. We're going to be having meetings twice a week. And all the classes are recorded. I'm going to drop the replays of each class. Every class, I'm going to drop the replay. Okay, that was Victoria. Victoria got caught. All right. Okay, So, yes, guys, any questions? If you have a question, please raise your hand and I would allow you on mute so you can ask your question. Send your pay to this account. That's Money Point, right? If you're in Nigeria, Voda Cash if you're in Ghana, right? Momo if you are in Cameroon, M-Pesa if you are in Kenya. Drop your receipt in the group. Receipt validates payment, and you are one of the first people to make payment. All right. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Just drop your receipt in the group. Yes, you get the access to the LMS. Okay, we have 5 more minutes to go. 5 more minutes. Raise your hand in the participant area, not in the comments section, please. Not in the comment section. I cannot find you if you put it in the comment. I can only see you easily in the participant area, so I can click on you to unmute, right? Okay. Adetum. Is there Adetum? Okay. You can unmute, please.
All right. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, so you were trying to pronounce Amwesodo. I like.
Okay, okay.
All right. So I would like to say thank you very much for this in-depth knowledge that you have shared with us. Like, I never imagined I would stay awake till this time because I came in from work very tired and exhausted. I had to just abandon cooking for the night. But in the course of this training, I picked up my cooking. I cooked and I just finished eating. So thank you very much. It's been a lively session and is a clear indication to let us know that the course is going to be an exciting one, full of knowledges. But I would like to ask, apart from the alumni group that you said exists already, so are we going to be privileged to have a kind of one-on-one mentoring session with you, even after the completion of this course? Or we are only just going to be privileged to interact with the supervisors on the alumni group?
Yeah, you
Because,
can ask me questions.
we are,
You can ask me questions, right? Even if you don't pay for this course, you can ask me questions. In fact, let me drop my phone number here, right? If you have,
okay.
if you are having issues with your whole stuff and all that, you can ask me questions, right? So, not to talk of you that are joining the program, right? But so if it's a personal question, you can reach out to me, right? If I don't reply immediately, later when I'm free, I would reply all of my questions, right? So let me give you my phone number.
Okay.
It's
Then secondly, the second question is,
yeah.
the second question is, for those of us who cannot afford a laptop right away, is it possible that we are going to be able to achieve anything with our smartphones?
Yes, if you have a good smartphone, you can use that to do everything in social media management. It's just that the experience with a laptop is easier and better. But then there's no limitation to what you can do with your phone.
Okay, so in the course of your teaching, maybe we have to navigate how
to also do it on the
smartphone
phone.
user. Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
Thank you very much.
All right. So guys, my phone number is in the chats, right? If you need to ask me a question, you can always reach out to me. Okay. Let me take the next person. We have 1 minute to go. 1 more minute. 1 more minute to make your payment. Make your payment. Drop your receipts in the WhatsApp group. Drop your receipts in the WhatsApp group. 10,000 naira alone. What's it called now? 100 Ghana cedis, 1,000 Kenyan shillings, right? Just drop it in the WhatsApp group. All right, let me take this person. You can unmute, please. You can unmute. You can unmute. Okay, maybe it's not coming forth. Stone G TV. You can unmute. All right. So with that being said, we are wrapping this up, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Please, I have this question I want to ask about the Facebook payout account. I think I got a monetization and I tried to fix it out. So far as I am in Ghana and I have to do it, I use one of my brothers this time information to do it, who is in US. Unfortunately, uh, I did some mistakes and I didn't realize that I have done it. So after they pay the payment, when they pay the money goes to a certain account, which I don't know the account.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Send me a DM. Send me a DM. I can try to sort it out for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Oba, you still want to ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Two things. I did not join very early, so
Okay.
I didn't know if you introduced yourself, so I didn't get your name.
My name
That's
is
the first one.
Lex Olowo.
Okay, Lex Olowo. All right, sir. Second thing is the classes. I don't know. Please, can you help us with the timings? Let's know if it's an hour class or 2 hours class. So, like some of us that has
On
we
the
have other
average,
things
on
to
the
do.
average is 2 hours per day.
Okay, 2 hours per day from 8 p.m.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. See you in class. If you have made your payment already, oh, somebody saying please extend the payment. What do you want me to do? I gave you 20 minutes. Okay, let me extend 5 more minutes. Let me extend 5 minutes as we end so that immediately after this session, you can still pay. Okay. Let me extend 5 more minutes. So we go 5 more minutes to go. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. If you have made your payment already or you are making the payment now before this 5 minutes elapse, right? Go to the comment section and say, see you in class. I want to see the people that I'm going to see in class tomorrow. Just go to the comments and say, see you in class, see you in class. Pure Diamond Royal, you can unmute. Pure Diamond Royal, you can unmute. Let me see. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Please, I'm like I notify you before, I'm a beginner and I don't have laptop here, but I have a smartphone that can be using.
So if you
I
have a
don't know if that
smartphone,
one is useful.
can you hear me? If you have a smartphone and you can read and you can write, you are good to go. If you have a smartphone
Thank you.
and you can read and you can write, you are
Because
good to go.
I really want to change. I really don't want to change my level. That is the reason I'm joining this thing.
Don't worry, we're on the same page then.
Thank
We're on the
you,
same
sir.
page.
Thank you.
All right. See you in class. Linda, see you in class. Oba, see you in class. Kingsley, see you in class. Joanne, see you in class. All right. See you in class, guys. See you in class. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. It has been an amazing night. Okay, let me take Bukola. Bukola, please unmute.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
So I actually registered this class for my junior brother because he's going to start his senior WAEC like
Okay.
next month.
Okay.
So it will be done I think June, but I don't know like will he be able to like
send the admin a DM and tell the admin everything. They will tell you what
thank
to do.
you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. It has been an amazing night, and I am going to see you in class. All right. See you in class. See you in class. See you in class. All right. Pure Diamond, see you in class. Bolus, iPhone, see you in class. Nubi, see you in class. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. And do have an amazing night rest. Good night, everyone. Good night. We still have 3 more minutes to make payment. Right, will there be certificates? Yes, Digital World is a certified institute. You are going to get certified after the course. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, and see you in class. Good night, everyone.